So I'm going to depart Coffs Harbour today. Yesterday the wind was blowing about 47 knots from the west, and when you go over the Great Divide from Coffs Harbour, you want to spend as little time as possible over the Tiger Country, like we discovered on the way in here. There's plenty of it. So the departure for me will be Coffs Harbour, overhead Armidale and into Gunnedah, and I might get some fuel at Gunnedah and then make my way south from there into YYNG, and I get some fuel at YYNG. Then we'll go to Albury, which is Class D, get some fuel at Albury, and I'm figuring that I'll go over Perisher, which is a mountain top here in New South Wales, just across the border, I believe, New South Wales, and have a look at some snow peaks. It's been snowing over the past probably maybe 3 days, and conditions are conducive for snow also today, and possibly I believe it'll be, as far as the predictions are concerned, it'll be blue over the mountains, which will be awesome. So it's a 73 nautical mile flight to the east from Albury, and then from Perisher over the top for a couple of pictures, a little bit of video there, into Shepparton, in which I'll get fuel at Shepparton, and then I'll make my way northwest to Wentworth again, another fuel stop, and then back home from that point. So it looks like an interesting flight. We'll see how it goes. Just going to play this one by ear, but we'll make our way, and today's the day. Thanks. So Coffs Harbour there, and then over the top to Armidale, of course, into Gunnedah for fuel, and a 222 nautical mile flight to YYNG, which is where I anticipate I'll stay. On to Albury, and we'll just sort of see how things go. But at this point, that's the deal. And then overhead Perisher, then back to then over to Shepparton for fuel, and then across this long leg, another 222 nautical miles to Wentworth, and then 152 to back to Adelaide, back home. So that's what it looks like in the big picture. Australia's a pretty big place. There you go.
Coffs Tower, this is Tomahawk, Papa Alpha Alpha.
Alpha Alpha, Coffs Tower.
Coffs Tower, Tomahawk, Papa Alpha Alpha at the GA apron. Request a taxi for a departure to the north. Received, Bravo.
Alpha Alpha. Roger, taxi to holding point Delta runway 21, cross runway 28.
Taxi to holding point Delta, cross runway 28, Papa Alpha Alpha will be north, so I was hoping to get a left-hand turn off 21, just to track direct 3 nautical miles to Korora lookout, do 3 orbits over there, then head southbound for the Bundagen Head.
Alpha Alpha, okay, and what level would you like to set?
1,000 would be appreciated for Papa Alpha Alpha.
Alpha Alpha. Okay, Roger. And the clearance will be to track to Korora, then to coastal southbound, not above 1,000.
Track Korora, coastal offshore, then southbound, not above 1,000 to Papa Alpha Alpha.
Alpha Alpha, do you require any taxi guidance?
Negative. I'd go off hotel to Echo 5, cross 0128 as instructed to Echo 4, then on to Delta for the hold point of 21.
Alpha.
Okay, we've been cleared for takeoff. We'll make a left turn, so that's what we're going to do. Airspeed's alive. 50 knots. 60. Temperatures and pressures are all in the green.
Backtrack line up.
Track line up, 673.
Alpha, you conduct your orbit to Korora as required and report next when you're southbound.
Track to my orbits as required and report when I'm turning southbound, Papa Alpha Alpha.
To Quebec, late Quebec 0345. Thanks, Charlie Whiskey.
With Power Alpha Alpha, just request to climb to 2000.
Alpha, climb to 2000.
Climbing to 2000 for Power Alpha Alpha.
Departure.
673.
673 departed 5-1 tracking 213 reference to the Omni. We're passing 3,600 climbing flight level 120 Banda 59er.
You got 673 contact centre now, frequency 134 decimal 2. Good day.
342 Tigo 673, good day. Brisbane Fanatico 673. Climbing flight level 120, passing 4,400. Tigo 673, Brisbane Fanatico.
Alright, are you to my east or west or north or south? I gotcha. I'll just do one more orbit to the left of the camera. Alright, and after this one I'll be heading southbound. Coffs Tower, Papa Alpha Alpha is now turning southbound at 2000.
Alpha Alpha, report passing the tower.
A report passing the tower, Papa Alpha Alpha.
Zero Delta is passing 1,400 on climb 4,500, stacking at north overland.
Delta Zulu, thanks. Climb flight level 120, report passing 4,500.
Climb flight level 120, and we'll go 0 Delta Zulu.
Power Alpha Alpha, are you at Bundagen Head?
Power Alpha Alpha is Bundagen Head, turning right on track for Bellingen.
Lost you behind the mountain. If you could contact center.
Power Alpha Alpha, report 7 miles southwest of Coffs Harbour.
Report 7 miles southwest of Coffs Harbour, Papa Alpha Alpha. Request to climb to 4,500 if I may.
Power Alpha Alpha, climb to 4,500.
Coffs Tower, Papa Alpha Alpha is clear of a controlled airspace at 4,000, overhead Bellingen, climbing to 4,500 for a departure direct Armidale.
Power Alpha Alpha, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, and many thanks, Papa Alpha Alpha. Well, that was an interesting departure out of Coffs Harbour. Going to the lookout, then coastal offshore. So it worked out very well. Now I've got some local knowledge and I'm tracking up a valley, 4,500 feet for Armidale, and this way is
Foxtrot India, Foxtrot.
there's plenty of landing areas down here.
Across the uniform, start time amendment.
That little town down there is Urala, off the wing.
Victor Echo Bravo, contact center 130.
Right off the wing there. That's Urala.
130.1, Victor Echo Bravo is there.
Stations Canada CTAF, Tomahawk Power Alpha Alpha will be joining mid downwind for runway 11. Canada CTAF. Stations Canada CTAF, Papa Alpha Alpha, downwind for runway 11. Canada. Stations Canada CTAF, Papa Alpha Alpha, turning final for runway 11. Canada CTAF. stations, Gunnedah CTAS. Prepare Alpha Alpha is now clear of runway 11, Gunnedah. So we're just backtracking runway 11 for a departure to the south at Gunnedah, and there's a Cessna 172 inbound at 10 miles at 3,000. He won't be a factor. There was an SR22 that came in just shortly. I'll let him through.
Gunnedah traffic, Air Coast Tango Cessna 172 is overhead the field, and I will descend on the dead side of runway 11, and Roger Papa Alpha Alpha, backtracking, Gunnedah.
Roger that, Papa Alpha Alpha will be rolling and departing to the south on track direct for YYNG, Papa Alpha Alpha.
Roger that, thank you.
So we'll get the camera rolling here, get our takeoff. Perfect. Probably a little bit high in the circuit, the judging AGL here is 865 feet above mean sea level. Sort of looks a bit closer when you've been cruising at 8,500. So it can be a bit deceiving, but you know, trust your instrument, make sure you've got the QNH set up alright and everything. Okay. Gunnedah CTAF, Tomahawk Papa Alpha Alpha is now rolling 11 for a southern departure. Gunnedah CTAF. Okay, fuel pump is on, landing light is on, mixture switch, hatches and harnesses are all secure. We're squawking 1200 on the alt.
Gunnedah traffic, Air Coast Tango join midfield crosswind runway 11, Gunnedah.
And the temperatures and pressures are all in the green. Airspeed's alive. 50 knots. 60 knots. And we'll just climb out here at 70 knots, it's lovely. Very nice. Beautiful countryside.
For traffic, Charlie Papa Victor is downwind for 10 Warkworth.
Pictures, clearance not required, class Golf, Tamworth or no deactive.
All stations, YYNG CTAF, this is Tomahawk Papa Alpha Alpha on descent, passing through 4,900 inbound, 10 miles to the north. YYNG CTAF.
YYNG CTAF.
Okay, so we're now approaching YYNG on descent. YYNG is 1,267 feet above mean sea level, so I'll join the circuit at 2,300 indicated.
And then 1,000 right 629.
5 mile final, 22 park.
Okay, brakes are off, undercarriage is down, mixture's rich, fuel pumps on, fuel selected for the fullest tank for landing, hatches and harnesses are all secure. Young CTAF, Papa Alpha Alpha will be joining. Mid downwind for runway 19, Young CTAF. Stations Young CTAF, Papa Alpha Alpha's turning base for runway 19, Young CTAF. Stations Young CTAF, Papa Alpha Alpha's backtracking runway 19, Young CTAF. And Papa Alpha Alpha's clear of runway 19, Young CTAF.